Hello everyone, this is Diane and we are back with the Raggedy Ann Christmas Journal, and I'm over at my sewing machine. I'm going to do a little gluing and a little sewing over here today, I think. I don't know how much time I have. I promised to take my son somewhere because his wife has the car today, so he's going to call me when he is out of work and ready to go. So I think I have half an hour or more at least. So what I have done is last night I sat with a tray on my lap in front of the TV and prepared some fabric flips. I don't really know where they're going. Some of these are big ones for the Domestic Arts Journal. So I'm just going to kind of flip through and see where we're at here and see where I could put a fabric flip. I did finish the little merchandise tag collages, so there's one in each signature. I thought maybe here I could put a fabric flip. I also have some pieces of handkerchiefs and linens that could be pockets. Well, here's one for this journal, and this one, and this one. The others are for the Domestic Arts, and some of these pieces are for pockets. All right. I think I'll just put that one right there. So I pinned them, I did not sew them. This has a little toy soldier fabric, a little piece of fabric that has some Christmas music on it, a piece of plaid ribbon, which I think might be upside down. I don't know if it makes a difference. It looks a little shinier there. And a little piece of rickrack right down the center of the ribbon. So I'm going to sew all of this together. I usually put things off center, but this one looked better with it centered, so that got slightly moved, so I just want to fix that. And I put my needle right down in the rickrack. So I have all the layers right where I want them. Okay. I forgot to increase the stitch length. Doesn't matter because this is fabric, but I think it looks better to have the stitch wider on rickrack so you can see more of it. This one, it's narrower here, so it is more white on the rickrack. But it's okay, I'm going to glue it in just like it is. I was watching the new Haunted Mansion movie on Disney Plus last night while I was doing this. There's one. I'm going to keep flipping through here. I think I have a couple more things to glue in here. Yep, this piece here. I have a little tuck spot here, and this came from the same collection that I got from Virginia. So I got it fussy cut out, and I'm going to glue it on for a tuck spot. Then I get to have the fun of finding little things to stick in the pockets and tuck spots and to clip to the pages and stuff. I want to include a lot of ephemera in this journal. Okay, this I'm going to glue the bottom so it will be 2 pockets. I might glue something on the back. It does have, you can see where it was glued on the 4 corners, but the back of it is really in good condition compared to the other cards that were glued all over. But I might put a little decorative element on there. There's my banner tuck that we did on a video, and I already made 2 on video, so I made the 3rd one today. I guess that's it for that signature so far. So you saw me do this stamping here. If you watched the other videos, I did some stamping and then glued this little piece from a vintage gift wrap. So this little pair of angels is also from vintage gift wrap. It was glued into a scrapbook like the deer was, and I just used the same stamp. So let me show it to you. If you didn't see the first video, this is what it looks like. I think it's from a Stampin' Up! Set, and I stamped it down here coming off the page and then turned it upside down and stamped it there just to create a nice flourish background. And this is how the piece was cut. So this is just going to go on the edge like that. And then I stamp Joy to the World because the angels are singing. So it's got some green tissue paper behind it that was glued to the scrapbook page, and then this was glued on top. I just want to get off the loose pieces so everything is glued down to this page snugly. Like everything else is glued. I may want to add a fabric pocket. I probably will if I have a page to do that in each signature. And then after that, I think it's just a matter of making tags or finding inserts for all of the pockets and tuck spots. And maybe adding some fabric tabs or something. Okay, let's see. That looks cute. I love the vintage gift wrap. There's just nothing like it. There's one of the other merchandise tag collages. I'm going to glue this pocket closed, but I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to have to try to make sure the doily doesn't stick to the page behind it. I used book pages in the other 2 signatures. What book page was it? Oh, it was these. And so there are 2 sets in the first and third signature, and I only had 1 set for this signature, so I created another page. I love this with the birds singing. It's just perfect for a Raggedy Ann journal. And then this was a children's reader talking about Christmas Day here, and count the silver bells and count the gold bells. So this was a Christmas themed chapter. And this says solving 2 Christmas mysteries. So I will cover that with some other image, maybe some of that nice vintage wrapping paper. Here's another pocket. I think you saw me glue that down. I had cut this out so it could be a little tuck spot on the short paper, but I decided it's pretty small for that. So I decided I would just tuck it in that pocket. And I'll probably tuck something else in there too. In fact, didn't I bring some things over with me? I did. I have some tally cards and playing cards in here. There's some little cards. Oh, these. Yeah, I forgot about those. Oh, these are little cards like that. Okay. The glue is way over here, so there's not much room there. I may have to cut something to go in there. Yeah, the playing card won't fit either. I will have to find something smaller for that pocket. Maybe one of these will fit in the other pockets. Moving on. This is already glued, I think. Yep. And here's the ladybug carrying all the packages. And this was too much like this, so it blended in. So I glued it to a dark green cardstock. I stamped Santa Claus and the world here, and a soldier up there. So this is where the next fabric flip will be. Let's put Raggedy Ann in the middle here. So I used one of her the pieces that I had selected for a Raggedy Ann journal that looks like it could be one of her calico dresses. And the stripe for her legs and her brother's legs. And one of the pieces of ribbon that I have. I better cap this off. So I will sew that right here. Well, I'll glue it there. I think I'll just use a straight stitch here. And I'll do both edges of the ribbon with the straight stitch. You can see that I cut that calico, well, I cut both of those pieces in a banner shape, and this one wants to curl. So I think as you close the pages, it would continue to curl and it would crease that way. So I am going to tack that down with some glue. This looks fine, so I'll leave that alone. Because I like the fabric flips to be able to flip, but this will just flip as one piece. Could have been a little wider. I didn't have the book pages out in the living room with me, so I didn't have anything to measure it with. But that's fine the way it is. Now this little snowman looks like he would have been printed on gift wrap or greeting card, vintage style, but this was printed in a magazine. I'm sure it's a vintage image, but it was used in a magazine. I don't even know for what reason. I just cut it out. I loved it and cut it out and forgot where I got it from. So I glued it to cardstock, and it is now going to be a tuck spot. It's adorable. I think Raggedy Ann would make friends with that snowman, don't you? She made friends with everybody. This card was in really bad shape on the back where it had been glued to the scrapbook, so I glued this piece of embossed gift wrap there. Stamped this Santa, and I got a smudge of black ink there, so I put a piece of red and green plaid washi tape and added some stars. See, he's got a, like, I don't know if he's juggling or what, but he's got stars there, and some of them have fallen to the ground there. I still haven't found the gold stars. They're a little bit smaller, I think. So I think we're just going to use silver through the whole book. This is a pocket here. I do need to put some trim on the edge of this. Well, if I had done it before I glued it, I could have used this bias tape. Put it over the edge, but I glued it. I think I'll just add this red gingham. That's really cute. I'm just applying glue, but it's boring if I'm doing everything off camera and not talking. I'm sure just seeing me put glue on it is boring too, but at least you can watch something. So now you can actually see that there's a pocket there. There's another banner. I did this one on camera. It's a tuck spot. And the images that I used on the banners, most of them anyway, are vintage gift seals from the 1940s that came in that scrapbook. I also have some with Easter animals and, I don't know, I think some birthday ones. So I got a pretty good collection of the Easter, or the gift seals from that scrapbook. I had to work to get them, but I might have to add a little more glue to that, and I'll have to put something in that pocket. So this little snowman on skis is also part of gift wrap, and it's a tissue-y kind of a gift wrap, and I kind of forgot. I was going to cut him out and glue him here, but I glued it to cardstock thinking I was making a tuck spot, but that's not what I'm doing with it. I'm putting him on the page. He's skiing downhill. But that's okay. He's on a piece of cardstock. It'll make that corner of the page a little bit stiffer. There were elements on this page in between the snowmen, or on this wrapping paper, that were stars and snowflakes. So I'll be cutting them out, whatever I can. And I don't know why he's, looks like using balloons for skiing, which is kind of odd. And this had a sticker, or a gift tag stuck to it, so I don't know if I want to leave it or try to color that balloon so that it takes care of that white. But I couldn't just, I had to use him, so there he is. And there's another merchandise tag cluster. And I put a vintage gift tag from the 1940s in this pocket. Let me see if one of these will work here. Probably not. Nope. So, something littler. And there's a stamp there of Santa and the reindeer. Oh look, he's over here too. I didn't even realize that I did that. Aren't I clever? Here is another piece to glue down as a tuck spot. So this one is unique because it doesn't have anything here in the corner. I will glue it here and here, and when you tuck something in it, you'll be able to see it here. I've done that many times, and it is a fun element to do. I love doing tuck spots with odd shapes. Usually it's things cut out of books or magazines. And on this side, this was cut from a magazine, but I thought it was perfect. It's a patchwork Christmas tree with a button, and it's red and white, so isn't that perfect for Raggedy Ann? And I don't think this is a very old magazine. I don't know if it was Martha Stewart or a craft magazine or what. But it wasn't one of the really old ones that I find. Make sure that glue is dry before I stick it back in the book. And this is where we will have the last fabric flip. This one has a little square patch on it, so I'm going to sew that on first. Oops. I forgot I wasn't back on zigzag. And now I will sew the lace at the top, which will sew these two pieces together. It's that thick lace that causes that clunking, and it went off the top of the piece. You see that? Pushed it right up there. I am just going to glue it on. I don't think it'll be that noticeable. This is a heart-shaped lace, which is perfect for Raggedy Ann with her candy heart sewn inside her cotton body. Cotton stuffed body. I am going to cut this bottom with my pinking shears because it looks like it's pinked right there and the rest is frayed. I don't know what that was all about. So we'll just pink the whole edge. There we go. All of the flips are in there. Now let's see if we can find a place for a pocket. Let's find the pockets that I had. This is a patchwork piece. Well, it's just two pieces. Oh, I almost did it upside down. The trees are upside down. So it had two pieces sewn together in a longer strip, and I just cut it to pocket size. Thought I would applique this, "O'er the hills we go," and add the ribbon and make a little pocket. And I have this little napkin piece that could be a pocket. And I thought these could be pockets in the domestic arts journal. And I can trim them down to size. What else do I have? Oh, yeah, that's a fabric flip for the big journals. This is more of those strips. I guess I thought maybe a napkin glued to cardstock because these are quite thin. Handkerchief, I mean. Well, let's see if we have pages for pockets. I think we did something on the backs of all of them. Not that one. I've said before, I like to do the pockets and things on the printed pages so that I leave this one, so that I leave the blank pages for writing. I'm just going to move this cover. We don't need this at all while we're doing all of this. I could have made that a little bit wider, but I think it's good. So I think I'll put that right there. What time is it? Oh, he is just about to get out of work, and then he has to walk home. He only walks, I think, 2 blocks, and then do whatever he needs to do to get ready to go. But I don't think he's going to waste time, so he'll be calling me pretty soon. Got stuck there. There we go. The restaurant he used to work at was sold, and the building's been empty. I think it's been empty. He changed jobs before the restaurant closed and got sold. But they are selling off their equipment and supplies and stuff, so he wants to go see what's there. I don't think I need anything, but I will take him. I'm curious to see what they have. And I'll zigzag this piece. I think after we get this pocket in, I will just wrap the video up so I'll be ready when he calls, and I won't have to just stop abruptly. Unless he calls while I'm sewing this pocket on. I don't know. Do I want to sew it? I think I'll just glue it because I don't want to sew on there. So, just glue the pocket on. Try to make the glue as thin as possible so it doesn't take up too much space. This is Fabri-Tac glue that I put in the frosting bottle with a fine tip applicator. Way better than trying to squeeze it out of the Fabri-Tac bottle because the hole in the nozzle is way too big. I don't know why they don't fix that problem. They must be aware of it. Yep, there he is. Going to take a shower and then he'll be ready. So I guess I probably have time to do one more pocket because we got time on the video. Isn't that cute? Next signature is this one. So this has a white background, so I don't think I want to use this. No, I think it would work. The other pieces I have are white backgrounds too. I think that looks all right. We'll do this. I could put some lace at the top of it. Can't tear it. This type of linen won't tear. If it does tear, it would look a mess. Okay, let me see what that is. Oh, that was just, I didn't answer him, so it just notified me again. Okay, so I am going to add some trim or lace or something to the top. How about a green rickrack? Got quite a mess here. But I do all the time. If I'm doing a project, there's always a mess. Several messes. Whoops, I'm sorry. And this is kind of driving me crazy because I have different types of Christmas journals I'm working on, so I have different collections for the different journals. I'm just trying to even up the top of this. And I set aside the Christmas or the circus stuff. I didn't want to put it all away because I'm going to get that back out when I'm done with Christmas. So I just have containers and piles of stuff for different Christmas. And they have the Swedish Christmas stuff and the circus and the domestic arts Christmas. And I have a pile of Christmas stuff that I've designated to make kits so I can put them in my shop. Today's just a day that I don't have time to do anything extra like getting stuff ready for the shop. I've had too many things today. And then my son added one more. But that's okay. I'm always glad to help my kids out. And my parents. Because they're always willing to help me. And we love each other. And that's what families do. I'm going to zigzag this side because it's not a finished edge. Oh, I forgot. I'm sewing instead of gluing. That's okay, because this one was a bigger pocket and it went farther to the edges. I don't mind that. Alright, now I think I will call it quits here. Just have to remember where this page goes. It goes right after the song sheet and the doily. And I just have to do one more pocket, fabric pocket, and then I can move on to whatever's going to be next. But I just want to say thank you for coming along with me today, and I'll see you in the next video, and hopefully you won't see this journal again until the final flip through, because I think I'm pretty close to finished with it. I have a lot to tuck into the pockets. I don't know, maybe there will be a video of making tags or cards or something, but we'll just see. You'll see it when you see it, right? So I hope you're having a creative day today, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.